Day 5 of our 10-day family safari to Kenya and Tanzania. We've already spent a day and a half exploring the eastern side of the Masai Mara, so today we're heading west to the Mara Triangle with one and only one mission today, to see a river crossing. Spoiler alert, we did get to see it. The morning started off at sunrise when we packed up our bags, hopped in the safari cars, and headed into the park. When we got to the entrance of the Mara Triangle, we had the opportunity to go on a bushwalk with one of the rangers, and this was no normal bushwalk, let me tell you. We were walking along the side of the Mara River where we got to see a ton of hippos hanging out in the water, some massive crocodiles, and even what they call the hippo roads where the hippos run out of the water. Then, as if we weren't just walking in the exact same spot, we saw this smaller hippo out of the water just casually having a snack. How crazy that we were just walking there and didn't see it. I mean, thankfully we didn't see it because we probably would have freaked out. Okay, but now for the real mission of the day, searching for a river crossing. The wildebeest crossed the Mara River during the Great Migration in search of fresh grass and water, but the wildebeest travel in herds as protection against predators, so when they cross the river, it's a spectacle to say the least. The only thing is that these river crossings are somewhat unpredictable. When the wildebeest run out of food on one side of the river, it's inevitable that they have to cross the river, but it is very dangerous because of the crocodiles and the hippos in the Mara River. Our drivers knew a few good spots that we could wait for the crossing to happen, and boy did we wait. Before the first crossing, we waited for nearly 3 hours before the wildebeest finally picked a good spot to cross, but I will say the wait was 100% worth it. Watching hundreds of wildebeest cross the river was unlike anything I've ever seen on safari before. Some of the wildebeest got scared and left behind, so we followed them along the river to watch yet another crossing where crocodiles were swarming the wildebeest. This second crossing was such a wild experience. At first, the wildebeest were dodging a croc that was swimming around in the water, trying to find a weak link in the group. Again, like every time, some of the wildebeest got left behind, more wildebeest and some of the zebra friends came down to the riverbank, and then a few of them got scared and started running up when all of a sudden a leopard jumped out at them out of nowhere, which was absolutely insane. We didn't even see the leopard hiding behind the rocks, and clearly the wildebeest didn't either, but it was incredible to watch. Oh my goodness. I think you could say that after all of that, the mission was accomplished today, so it was time to head back to our accommodation for the night, and thankfully the rain held off just until we made it back to our camp. We had a lovely little family dinner and enjoyed the night at Mara West after an incredible day 5, but we're only halfway through our trip, and tomorrow we're crossing the border into Tanzania for the very first time and heading out to enjoy Lake Victoria.